You are not forgotten. Matthew 6:25-34, Luke 12:22-32. Worry has many words, but peace speaks softly. Tonight, let the noise of the world fade. You have carried thoughts all day, lists, deadlines, concerns that whisper louder as the night grows quiet. But now, as this moment begins, allow your soul to remember something gentler. The same Father who feeds the sparrows and clothes the lilies of the field is still watching over you. Picture the open sky. Not one bird plans tomorrow's meal, yet every morning it sings. Not one flower fights to bloom, yet it unfolds in color, because God has already written its story. So why should you, beloved child of God, believe that your life has been forgotten? The world teaches you to chase, to fix, to control. But heaven invites you to rest. Peace is not earned by effort. It is received through trust. When you release the need to understand, you make room for the miracle of provision that was planned long before you asked. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath slow. The same spirit that hovered over the waters now hovers over you. In this stillness, every anxious thought is rewritten into faith. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where grace expected you to be. Prayer, Lord, quiet my anxious heart until trust feels natural again. Teach me to believe that what you have prepared is already on its way. Let my rest tonight become an act of faith. Practice. As you breathe in, whisper peace. As you breathe out, release fear. Feel the weight leave your chest as your breath aligns with heaven's rhythm. Stay here a little longer. Listen to the gentle silence. It is the sound of a world cared for by God. And just as the lilies bloom and the sparrows greet the dawn, you too will rise tomorrow, provided for, protected, and perfectly loved. You are not forgotten. You are held. The shepherd's path. Psalm 23:1-3. You are guided even in the silence. There are nights when the world feels quiet, not peaceful but uncertain. You wonder if God is still near, if his voice has faded, or if you somehow stepped off the path meant for you. Yet even in this stillness, the shepherd has not moved away. His guidance is not always thunder and fire. Sometimes it is the steady rhythm of your own breathing, reminding you that his spirit still lives within you. The Lord is your shepherd. You shall not want. He knows where the green pastures lie, even when you can't see them yet. He understands the shape of your exhaustion, the reason for your restlessness, the weight behind your sighs. When your strength begins to fail, his hand quietly takes the lead. He does not rush you. He walks beside you, matching your pace, whispering calm where your heart trembles. Even in the valley of confusion, his presence remains your compass. The shadows you fear are not the absence of his light, but the evidence that he walks ahead of you. Every uncertainty is an invitation to lean in closer, to listen, not with your ears, but with your spirit. Stop trying to find the road. Let the shepherd find you. He restores your soul, not by changing the landscape, but by reminding you who holds it. The journey is not about knowing every turn. It's about knowing the one who never lets go of your hand. Prayer, Lord, help me follow your still, small voice. When I cannot see the way, let faith become my sight. Teach me to rest in your pace, knowing that every step you lead me through is love in motion. Practice. Inhale, trust. Exhale, control. Let the breath remind you that surrender is not weakness, it is alignment. Feel the tension melt from your shoulders. Let the shepherd's peace lead you into still waters, where thoughts soften, fears quiet, and the soul begins to breathe again. Stay in this moment of calm. The shepherd is near, guiding you gently through both shadow and light. You lack nothing. You are not lost. You are led. Fear fades. Where faith begins, Isaiah 41:10. Fear fades where faith begins. There are moments when fear whispers louder than truth. When your heart trembles beneath unseen weight, remember, You were never meant to face the night alone. The same God who painted the stars now holds your hand through the dark. His strength is not far from you. It lives within every breath you take. Do not be afraid, for He is with you. Do not be dismayed, for He is your God. He upholds you with His righteous hand, steady and sure, even when you cannot see where the next step will land. Fear thrives on uncertainty, but faith thrives on presence. You may not know what tomorrow brings, but you know who walks into it with you. Let your heart unclench. The battle is not between fear and control, it is between fear and trust. God does not remove every shadow. Instead, He teaches you to see that His light has never left. The calm you seek is already waiting in His embrace. Take this moment to rest in that truth. No matter what storm surrounds you, His peace does not depend on the waves. It depends on His word. The same hand that parted seas and healed the blind now steadies your heartbeat. Prayer. Father, replace my fear with faith tonight. Let every anxious thought find rest in your power. Teach me to see beyond the darkness and trust that your hand is guiding me, even when my eyes cannot. Practice as you breathe. Imagine light dissolving every worry. Inhale faith. Exhale fear. Feel the heaviness leave your chest as your body begins to mirror the stillness of trust. With each breath, picture the soft glow of God's presence surrounding you. Gentle, unwavering, eternal. Now rest. You are not abandoned in the dark. The hand that steadied countless hearts before you now steadies yours. Fear has no hold here. Only faith, quiet and radiant, remains. Peace that passes. Understanding Philippians 4:6-7. Peace is born when gratitude replaces fear. When the night grows quiet and your thoughts begin to wander, it's easy to feel the pull of worry. Your mind replays what could go wrong, what was left undone, what tomorrow might bring. But this is the sacred moment where peace can begin. When you pause, take a breath, and let gratitude rise like dawn after a long storm. Do not be anxious about anything, the scripture says, but in every situation, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Peace is not found in the absence of trouble. It is born in the heart that chooses thankfulness in the midst of uncertainty. Gratitude does not deny the problem. It simply reminds the soul that God is bigger than what you fear. Each worry you hold is an unopened invitation to prayer. Each prayer you lift is an offering that builds a bridge from chaos to calm. When you pray with trust, the heart begins to soften. The anxious rhythm of thought slows, and in that stillness, the peace of God, gentle, patient, unlike anything the world can give, wraps itself around you like a quiet shield. Tonight, instead of asking why, thank Him for how far He's already brought you. Thank Him for the unseen mercies, the quiet rescues, the strength you didn't know you had. Let gratitude become the language of your soul, and you'll find that fear begins to lose its vocabulary. Prayer, Lord. Teach me to pray with trust, not fear. When my mind runs ahead to tomorrow, remind me that you are already there. Let thankfulness guard my heart and guide my thoughts into your perfect peace. Practice. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, I let go. With every breath, imagine the clutter of worry lifting, replaced by the soft glow of gratitude. Feel peace settle where panic once lived. Let your breathing become a rhythm of release, thankfulness flowing in, tension flowing out. Rest in this awareness. Peace doesn't visit briefly. It stays where it's welcomed. The peace of God, which surpasses understanding, will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. Tonight, let gratitude be your prayer, and peace your reward. The strength of stillness, Psalm 46:10. Stillness is sacred. Be still, and know that He is God. These words are not an instruction to stop moving. They are an invitation to remember who holds everything that moves. In a world addicted to noise, stillness feels like rebellion. But in God's presence, stillness becomes strength. It is where the heart learns to listen instead of hurry, to trust instead of strive. The world may rush, but your soul was never designed to keep that pace. You were made to breathe, to pause, to feel the weight of peace that comes when you simply are. Not doing, not fixing, not fearing, just being with Him. When you stop chasing what's next, you begin to sense the one who's already here. Stillness is not emptiness, it is awareness. It is the quiet recognition that God is already at work in the spaces you cannot see. When you slow down, you realize that the world has never needed your control. It has always needed your surrender. His stillness is the ground where faith grows deep roots. Every moment of silence is a reminder that you are safe enough to stop running. You don't have to fill the room with noise to prove your worth, or keep moving to stay secure. The same God who spoke galaxies into motion also whispers peace into your heart. That whisper is power wrapped in gentleness. It is the language of heaven reminding you, you are held. Prayer, Lord, remind me that stillness is strength. When I am tempted to rush, to fill every pause with movement, call me back to the quiet where you dwell. Let me find your presence in the silence that heals me. Practice as you breathe in, feel His presence. As you breathe out, release the noise. Let each breath soften your thoughts and bring awareness back to this sacred moment. Imagine the clutter fading, the chaos dimming, until only peace remains. Stay in this holy quiet a little longer. This is not the end of motion, but the beginning of restoration. In stillness, you are renewed. In stillness, you are known, and in stillness, you are strong. Rest for the weary. Matthew 11:28-30. Weariness is an invitation to rest in His grace. You were never asked to carry everything alone. There comes a point when even the strongest heart bends beneath the weight of constant striving, when the noise of the world drowns out the whisper of mercy. In that moment, the gentle voice of Jesus speaks again. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. This rest is not escape, it is restoration. The Savior doesn't promise an easier path, but a lighter soul. He does not demand perfection, He offers presence. He invites you to trade exhaustion for peace, performance for grace. When you lay down your worries, you discover that His hands have been open all along, ready to carry what you cannot. The world teaches you that worth is measured by what you achieve, but God measures it by how freely you can receive. His yoke is easy because love does the lifting. His burden is light because grace removes what guilt adds. To rest in Him is not laziness, it is obedience to the rhythm of heaven. Close your eyes now. Let go of the day that has already passed. You have done enough. You are enough. The one who shaped time does not rush you. He leads you beside still waters, and in His quiet presence, the heart begins to heal from hurry. Prayer, Jesus, help me find my rest in you. Teach me to lay down what you never asked me to carry. Let your grace restore what effort could not, and let my sleep become worship in your peace. Practice, inhale, rest. Exhale, release. With every breath, imagine the weight falling away. Regret, fatigue, the pressure to be more. As you breathe out, see them drift from your shoulders into the hands of the one who never lets you fall. Feel your body sink into the comfort of being held. Stay here in this holy pause. Let your heart beat slow to the pace of grace. Nothing is demanded of you now, only to rest and remember. You are loved, you are safe, and you are home in Him. The shelter of His wings. Psalm 91:1-2. There is safety beneath His wings. When the night deepens and shadows stretch long across your heart, remember that the darkness does not own you. There is a refuge, a quiet place hidden from fear, the secret place of the Most High. It is not a location you must travel to. It is a presence that travels with you. Under His wings, you are known, protected, and held. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. These words are not poetry alone. They are a promise. The same God who commands the stars to shine watches over you with a gentleness that never sleeps. His shadow does not mean absence. It means covering. When the world grows dim, His nearness becomes your shield. There are nights when fear whispers, when the unknown presses close. Yet fear cannot enter where faith has built its home. In His presence, you find the courage to rest. Nothing outside of His will can touch what He shelters. No storm can undo the calm He speaks into being. When you lie down tonight, imagine His hand resting lightly over you, not to restrain, but to guard. His love forms walls stronger than any fortress, a peace deeper than the silence around you. You are not alone in the dark, you are hidden in His light. Prayer, Lord, shelter me in your presence tonight. When my mind races and my heart grows restless, draw me close to the safety of your wings. Let your protection surround me like soft air, unseen but unshakable. Practice, breathe in safe, breathe out secure. As you inhale, feel His peace fill your chest like gentle light. As you exhale, let every tension leave your body. Let the breath remind you, you are not exposed to chaos but covered by grace. Rest here, in this stillness where divine strength becomes quiet comfort. No night is too dark, no fear too loud, no burden too heavy, for you are resting in the refuge of God. Beneath His wings, the heart learns again what peace truly means: to be safe, to be seen, and to be loved beyond measure. The peace that stays. John 14:27. The peace of Jesus isn't fragile, it endures. Peace, as the world defines it, is often fleeting. It depends on silence, success, or safety. But the peace of Jesus is not born from circumstance. It is born from His presence. When everything around you changes, His calm remains untouched, like deep water beneath the waves. He said, "My peace I give to you, not as the world gives." That means His peace cannot be broken by what breaks the world. There are seasons when your heart feels restless, when worry speaks louder than faith, when the future feels uncertain. Yet even in that place, Christ's voice still whispers through the noise. Do not let your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. His peace is not fragile because it does not depend on you. It flows from Him, eternal and unchanging. You don't have to earn this peace. You don't even have to understand it. It meets you in the middle of chaos, quietly wrapping around you like the stillness after a storm. It is the kind of calm that does not explain away pain, but transforms it, turning fear into faith and turmoil into trust. Let His peace become the rhythm of your breathing tonight. The same peace that stilled the sea now speaks over your spirit. It does not promise that the waves will vanish, but it assures you that you will not sink. The world may tremble, but your heart can remain steady because the one who holds it never changes. Prayer, Jesus, let your peace steady my soul. When my thoughts scatter like leaves in the wind, gather them back into your stillness. Let your calm silence the storms within me until all I hear is your presence. Practice. Inhale, your peace. Exhale, my fear. As you breathe in, imagine light entering every weary corner of your mind. As you breathe out, see fear leave like mist under the morning sun. Let your breath move in harmony with grace, slow, soft, unwavering. Stay here a while. Let this peace settle deep within you. It doesn't fade when the night comes. It stays, constant, strong, and eternal. The quiet signature of a Savior who never changes. The God who sees your tears. Psalm 34:18. You are never unseen. There are nights when words run out and silence becomes your only prayer. You lie awake, feeling the ache of something heavy you can't quite name. You may wonder if anyone truly understands, if anyone notices the quiet battles you fight alone. But even in that loneliness, there is one who sees. God is not distant from your pain. He dwells close to it. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Every sigh, every tear, every hidden moment of surrender is known to him. Nothing escapes his awareness. You are not invisible to heaven. The same hands that shaped galaxies now reach toward you with tenderness. The tears you hide are not lost. They are gathered, stored in his bottle, remembered by love. Sometimes we think strength means silence, that healing means pretending the pain isn't there. But healing begins when you bring that pain into his light. God does not turn away from your brokenness. He leans closer. His presence does not erase sorrow, but it transforms it into something holy, a meeting place between your wounds and his compassion. You don't have to understand why certain things happened. You don't have to fix what's already beyond your reach. You only need to rest in the truth that you are seen, you are known, and you are deeply loved. Every ache in your heart is an open invitation for his comfort to enter. Prayer, Lord, be near to my broken heart. In the places where words fail, let your presence speak. Hold what I cannot carry, heal what I cannot name, and remind me that even in sorrow, I am not forgotten. Practice as you breathe. Imagine his hand resting over your heart. Feel warmth where there was once ache. Inhale his compassion. Exhale your weariness. Let each breath become a soft reminder. You are not unseen, not unheard, not unloved. Stay in this sacred quiet. Let the tears fall if they need to. God catches everyone. His nearness does not end when the crying stops. It remains, like sunlight after rain, reminding you gently. Even broken hearts still beat within his hands. 1 Peter 5:7. You were never meant to carry everything. There comes a time when even the strongest arms grow tired. You've held on so tightly, to control, to outcomes, to responsibilities that were never fully yours to bear. But the Father's voice whispers softly through the noise. Cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you. This is not a command of weakness. It is an invitation to peace. You were not created to carry the weight of the world. That burden belongs to the one who formed it. Your shoulders were made for surrender, not for strain. Every worry you hold on to becomes a stone in your heart, but every care you release becomes a prayer. Tonight, you can lay them down. You can breathe again. There is no shame in needing rest, no failure in letting go. God's strength was never meant to replace yours. It was meant to carry you when yours runs out. Faith does not mean pretending to be fine. It means knowing who holds what you cannot fix. When you surrender, you are not giving up. You are giving over to hands far stronger, far steadier, far kinder than your own. Close your eyes. Picture yourself placing each burden, every worry, every regret, every what if, into his open hands. See him receive them without judgment, without hurry. His care is not a promise of a life without hardship, but a guarantee that you will never walk through it alone. Prayer, Father, I place my burdens in your care. Teach me to trust your timing and your heart more than my own strength. Help me find courage in surrender and peace in your presence. Practice. Inhale, trust. Exhale, release. As you breathe in, imagine his peace filling the spaces where fear once lived. As you breathe out, feel the weight leave your body, every tension melting away in the rhythm of grace. Stay here, light and unburdened. You do not have to solve the night. You only have to rest in the hands that hold tomorrow. The one who carries galaxies also carries you. You were never meant to carry everything, only to be carried by him. The God who never sleeps, Psalm 121, 3-5. The one who watches over you never sleeps. The night can make the world feel distant, quiet, and uncertain. Shadows stretch long, and the familiar fades into silence. But even as your eyes grow heavy and your thoughts begin to slow, heaven does not rest. The same God who watched over you in the daylight now keeps vigil in the dark. He does not drift into slumber or turn his gaze away. His care is constant, his presence unbroken. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Those words are a promise written across time itself. While you sleep, His love stays awake. The world may close its eyes, but the Creator never does. You are never unguarded, never forgotten, never left to face the night alone. Close your eyes and imagine the quiet of the stars. The same light that fills the sky has touched your face 1,000 times without you noticing. It is the whisper of God's steady protection, unseen yet unending. You don't have to keep watch, you can let go. There is someone who holds the night for you. When your mind tries to return to worry, remind it gently, He is awake. You can rest because He never does. You can close your eyes because His are always open. The peace that comes from this truth is not shallow comfort, it is deep assurance. The universe itself rests on His faithfulness, and so can you. Prayer, Lord, keep me safe beneath your watch tonight. Guard my heart and my home as I rest in your care. Let my sleep become trust, and my dreams become reminders of your steady love. Practice breathe in, watched over. Breathe out, I rest. As you inhale, feel security rise through your chest like gentle light. As you exhale, imagine worry fading into the distance, replaced by calm. Let each breath remind you, you are not keeping yourself alive. You are being kept. Stay in this stillness. Heaven is awake so you don't have to be. You are under the watch of a love that never tires, never leaves, and never closes its eyes. The mind anchored in peace. Isaiah 26:3. Perfect peace lives in steady minds. Peace does not come from the world around you. It begins in the world within you. When your thoughts drift toward fear, doubt, or distraction, the soul feels the waves rise. But when your mind fixes on God, steady, focused, unhurried, the storm begins to still. You realize that peace was never missing. It was waiting for your attention to return home. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you because they trust in you. This is not a shallow comfort. It is a promise rooted in divine truth. The heart cannot hold both chaos and faith at once. One must quiet for the other to reign. When your thoughts circle endlessly, pull them gently back, not to what's wrong, but to who remains right. Perfect peace is not fragile, it is forged in trust. The world may shake, plans may crumble, but God remains unshaken. Stillness becomes holy ground when your focus shifts from the noise of uncertainty to the certainty of His love. Each time you return your mind to Him, you build a sanctuary inside yourself where fear cannot dwell. Tonight, release the need to understand. Let your mind rest in the truth that God does not sleep, does not change, and does not forget. Let this awareness sink deep, as steady as breath and as faithful as heartbeat. Prayer, Lord, keep my mind stayed on you. When worries rise, anchor my thoughts in your faithfulness. Let every wandering idea find its way back to your peace, until my heart beats in rhythm with your calm. Practice, inhale, you are here. Exhale, I am calm. As you breathe in, picture His presence filling the space around you. Gentle, luminous, sure. As you breathe out, release the tension hiding behind your thoughts. With each breath, let your mind settle like dust after a storm, clear and quiet before His light. Stay in this quiet awareness. Let the peace that surpasses understanding guard your mind. It does not depend on what happens tomorrow. It lives in this very breath, in this very moment, with Him. The quiet strength of waiting. Psalm 62, 5-6. My soul waits quietly for God alone. Waiting is rarely easy. It stretches the heart in ways that test our patience and trust. We long for answers, for signs, for movement, yet God often chooses silence instead. But this silence is not absence. It is the soil where faith takes root. In the still space between asking and receiving, the soul learns to breathe again. My soul, wait silently for God alone, for my expectation is from Him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. These words are a reminder that waiting is not weakness, it is worship. It is choosing to believe that the one who promised is already at work, even when we cannot see it. Hope is not hurry. It is the quiet confidence that time itself bends under God's hand. Every delay has a purpose, every pause a reason. When you learn to rest in the waiting, you discover that what grows in silence is often stronger than what blooms in haste. God's timing is not late, it is layered, every moment prepared with perfect care. Tonight, let your heart loosen its grip on urgency. You don't have to push the plan forward. You don't have to rush the answer. The same God who holds tomorrow holds you tonight. Faith is not just believing He will act, it is trusting He already is. The roots of peace grow deep in those who learn to wait quietly in His presence. Prayer. God, teach my heart to rest in quiet trust. Help me release the noise of impatience and lean into your stillness. When I cannot see the way, remind me that waiting with you is never wasted time. Practice breathe in wait, breathe out trust. As you inhale, imagine patience filling your lungs like calm water. As you exhale, feel the tension of control melt away. Let each breath remind you that faith breathes slowly, steady, unhurried, confident in God's rhythm. Stay here a while. Let your soul settle into the holy pause. The waiting is not empty, it is sacred space. And in this quiet, you are being shaped for what is coming next. Trust beyond understanding. Proverbs 3:5-6. You don't need to understand everything to rest in His plan. There is peace in not knowing, a kind of peace that grows only when you stop demanding answers and start choosing trust. The world teaches you to figure everything out, to predict, to plan, to control. But faith asks something different. It invites you to walk even when the path is dim, to take the next step with confidence that God's light will meet you there. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. These words do not promise clarity, they promise companionship. You may not always understand where the road is leading, but you are never walking it alone. God's plan is not something you have to solve, it is something you are invited to surrender to. Faith does not remove mystery, it sanctifies it. There will always be things that don't make sense. Timing that feels delayed, doors that seem closed, prayers that wait unanswered. Yet, in those spaces of uncertainty, trust becomes light. When you lean not on your understanding, you lean into His heart, and His heart never leads astray. The dawn always follows the night, not because we command it, but because God has written it into the rhythm of creation. In the same way, your story is unfolding on time, with divine precision, even when you cannot yet see the sunrise. Prayer, Lord, I lean not on my understanding, but on You. Teach me to rest where I cannot reason. Let my faith grow deeper than my questions, and my trust shine brighter than my need for control. Practice. As you breathe in, whisper, guide me. As you breathe out, whisper, I follow. Let each inhale draw in surrender, and each exhale release the urge to understand. Picture the path ahead, not in detail, but in peace, as if His light gently unfolds one step at a time beneath your feet. Stay in this rhythm. Faith is not knowing what comes next, it is knowing who walks with you. You don't need to see the whole map to trust the one who drew it. The light that casts out fear. Psalm 27:1. The Lord is your light when fear surrounds you. There are nights when shadows seem to grow taller, when even your thoughts whisper louder than your prayers. Fear creeps in quietly, not always as panic, but as doubt, uncertainty, or the quiet ache of the unknown. Yet in the midst of that darkness, a gentle truth remains. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? His light does not flicker, and it does not fade. It reaches into every corner of your worry, transforming what once felt heavy into something holy. Even shadows cannot survive where his light dwells. Fear has no voice where faith begins to sing. Courage is not the absence of trembling. It is remembering who walks beside you while you tremble. God's presence does not erase the night. It redefines it. Every dark place becomes an opportunity to witness His radiance anew. When your heart feels fragile, remember that light doesn't need to fight the dark. It only needs to appear. The smallest flame, the faintest glow of belief, is enough to send fear retreating. You don't have to be brave alone. The source of all courage already lives within you. Close your eyes and imagine a warm glow spreading across your chest, expanding outward until the shadows lose their shape. That light is not imagination. It is truth. It is the reminder that the Lord Himself stands between you and every fear. Prayer, Lord, be my light in every darkness. When fear presses close, remind me that your presence burns brighter than any shadow. Let your light lead me through uncertainty, and let courage grow quietly in its warmth. Practice. Inhale, light. Exhale, fear. As you breathe in, imagine the golden calm of His peace filling your lungs, pushing out the cold weight of anxiety. As you breathe out, release fear like smoke into open air. Feel your breath become a rhythm of trust, steady, quiet, unwavering. Stay in this stillness. The night may be dark, but the light walks with you. You are not surrounded by fear. You are surrounded by His glory. And where His light dwells, darkness has no home. Nothing is wasted. Romans 8:28. Nothing is wasted in God's plan. Every piece of your story, the joys, the losses, the long nights of wondering why, is part of something sacred. Nothing is meaningless when placed in His hands. God does not discard pain. He transforms it. Even the moments that feel broken beyond repair are being shaped into purpose, quiet threads in the tapestry of His mercy. We know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. All things. Not just the beautiful, but also the hard. Not just the victories, but the valleys too. God's goodness is not proven by what you understand. It's proven by what He can redeem. There will be seasons when nothing seems to make sense, when prayers hang unanswered and the path feels hidden. But trust this, even confusion is a classroom for faith. God is not asking you to celebrate the pain, only to surrender it. What you place in His care will never return empty. Every waiting, every disappointment, every tear becomes soil for something unseen, yet eternal. Look back on your life for a moment. See how the detours taught you, how the delays protected you, how even the losses cleared space for grace. That's what divine weaving looks like, the quiet art of turning fragments into fulfillment. Tonight, let trust take the place of explanation. You do not need to see the whole picture to rest in the painter's hands. The same God who raised life from death can raise meaning from your mess. Nothing is wasted. Everything is being rewritten with love. Prayer. Father, help me see your hand in every season. Teach me to find peace in what I cannot yet understand. Let faith remind me that nothing is lost in you, only transformed. Practice, breathe in purpose. Breathe out worry as you inhale. Imagine His wisdom filling every corner of your uncertainty. As you exhale, release the need to control what only grace can finish. Feel the calm of surrender settle over you. Rest here. Your story is still unfolding, but its author has never lost his way. Nothing is wasted when it's held by God. Remembering His goodness in the night, Psalm 63, 6-8. In the quiet watches of night, remember His goodness. When the world sleeps and the night grows long, it's easy for your thoughts to drift into worry. The quiet can magnify what you haven't yet solved, what tomorrow still demands. But in that stillness, there's another invitation. To remember, to pause not in fear, but in gratitude. When I remember you on my bed, I meditate on you in the night watches. because you have been my help. Therefore, in the shadow of your wings, I will rejoice. This is the sacred work of the night, remembrance that becomes worship. As you recall the goodness of God, the mercies that met you this morning, the grace that carried you through unseen hours, peace begins to return. Gratitude does not erase what hurts, but it gives light to what's still whole. The heart cannot hold both complaint and thanksgiving at once. It must choose which song to sing. Even in solitude, His love holds you fast. You are not abandoned in the silence. You are embraced by it. Every breath you take in this dark stillness is proof that His mercy endures. Every steady heartbeat is a reminder that His Spirit has not left you. When you look back, you will see it clearly, His faithfulness tracing every chapter, even the ones written in tears. So tonight, let remembrance be your worship. Let gratitude be your prayer. The more you recall His goodness, the more your heart aligns with peace. And as your mind settles on Him, sleep becomes something more than rest. It becomes trust. Prayer, Lord, awaken gratitude in my resting heart. Remind me of your goodness in every season, the blessings I noticed and the mercies I missed. Teach me to remember not what I've lost, but what you have never taken away, your presence, your peace, your unfailing love. Practice. Inhale, thank you. Exhale, always. As you breathe in, picture the light of gratitude filling your chest. As you breathe out, let go of anything that blinds you to His goodness. Feel your body loosen, your thoughts soften, your spirit quiet in thanks. Stay here. Let the night become a hymn of remembrance. You are held, loved, and watched over, always. When strength runs out, 2 Corinthians 12:9. Grace fills the spaces where strength runs out. There comes a point when you can no longer push through on will alone. You've tried to stay strong, to hold everything together, to keep smiling even when your heart feels tired. But tonight, you are invited to stop striving. The world has taught you to measure worth by endurance, yet heaven whispers a softer truth. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. You don't need to be enough, because He already is. God's grace begins where your ability ends. When your strength fades, His mercy does not. The cracks in your heart are not signs of failure. They are openings through which His love can flow more freely. It is not your perfection that moves Him. It is your honesty, your surrender, your simple willingness to say, Lord, I can't, but you can. Grace does not demand that you rise immediately. It rests with you while you heal. It is the gentle permission to exhale, to release the weight of pretending, to trust that being held is sometimes holier than standing tall. His grace is not a backup plan. It is the plan. It is enough for tonight, enough for tomorrow, enough for every breath that trembles between now and peace. Let this be your moment to rest, not because the work is done, but because grace is working while you rest. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are being remade quietly, patiently, lovingly, by a God who calls weakness beautiful because it lets His strength be seen. Prayer, Lord, let your grace be my strength. Where I have nothing left to give, fill me with your peace. Remind me that surrender is not defeat, but the doorway to your power. Practice breathe in grace. Breathe out strain. With every inhale, feel His kindness filling the spaces that ache. With every exhale, release the pressure to be perfect. Let your breath become slow, gentle, and unforced, the rhythm of being loved without condition. Stay here. Grace has already arrived. You don't have to reach for it. It's resting beside you, strong enough to carry what you no longer can. Never beyond His reach. Psalm 139, 7-10. There is nowhere you can go beyond His reach. Loneliness can make the world feel immense and empty at once. Sometimes you wonder if your voice still reaches heaven, or if your prayers are lost in the air between earth and eternity. Yet Scripture whispers the truth your heart needs most. Where can I go from your Spirit? where can I flee from your presence? If I rise on the wings of the morning or dwell in the depths, you are there. There is no distance too far, no darkness too deep, no silence too heavy for God to enter. Even in your loneliest night, His hand still finds you. The same God who breathed galaxies into motion leans close enough to hear your quietest sigh. You are never lost to love. You are surrounded by it. He is there in the hospital room, in the long drive home, in the quiet space where you thought no one could see you break. His presence does not wait for you to be strong. It finds you exactly where you are. Even when you can't feel Him, He is guiding unseen, steadying your steps across uncertain ground. His love is not limited by your awareness. It simply is. So tonight, let the weight of isolation lift. You do not have to search for God. He has already found you. The hand that formed you in secret now rests gently upon your life, holding you steady in the dark until morning comes. Prayer, Lord, remind me, I am never alone. When I feel distant or forgotten, draw me near to the truth that your presence surrounds me. Let your nearness quiet my fears and turn my solitude into peace. Practice. As you breathe, imagine His hand holding yours in the dark. Inhale His closeness. Exhale your loneliness. With every breath, picture warmth flowing through that connection. Steady, unbreakable, alive. Stay in that awareness a little longer. You are not wandering. You are being guided. You are not lost. You are held. And even here, in the quiet corners of the night, His love still knows your name. The story still unfolding. Jeremiah 29:11. Your story is not over. It's unfolding. Sometimes life feels paused in a place you never meant to stay. Plans delayed, dreams deferred, doors closed before you could step through. It's easy to wonder if God has forgotten the promises once whispered to your heart. But the truth remains steadfast. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. God's plans are peace, not ruin. Hope, not despair. Even when you can't see the purpose, the process is still holy. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment is a chapter of divine design. Not the end of your story, but the shaping of it. What feels like waiting is often preparation. What feels like loss may one day be revealed as redirection. The author of your life has never lost the plot. He is still writing with precision, even in the margins where you thought the ink had run dry. Trust that the same hand that began this story will finish it in grace. Nothing written by God ends in defeat. Every line bends toward redemption, even if the arc feels long. So tonight, let the tension soften. You do not need to know how the story ends to rest in the one who holds the pen. Your future is not fragile. It is anchored in His promise. Hope does not mean ignoring reality. It means believing there's more beyond what you can see. Close your eyes. Feel the stillness of this moment. Imagine every uncertainty resting in His open hands, where time and purpose move with perfect care. The waiting is not wasted. The unfolding is still beautiful. Prayer. Father, help me rest in your timing. When I grow impatient with what I cannot see, remind me that your plans are never delayed, only developing. Teach me to trust the author even when I cannot read the next line. Practice. Inhale hope. Exhale doubt. With each breath in, feel light enter your chest, the quiet assurance that the story continues. With each breath out, let go of fear, impatience, and worry. Rest here, heart open, soul steady. Your story is not over. It's only just beginning to bloom. Eyes fixed on the eternal Psalm 16:8-9. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. Peace begins with focus, not on what surrounds you, but on who sustains you. The gaze of your soul determines the rhythm of your heart. When your eyes drift toward worry, fear grows louder. When they return to God, calm takes root again. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. These words are not a declaration of strength, but of direction, the steady choice to look toward the one who never changes. When you stay aware of his presence, even your rest becomes worship. Every breath turns into a prayer, every heartbeat a quiet act of trust. Awareness of God is not about trying harder, it's about seeing clearer, realizing that he was never far. Peace doesn't need to be chased, it simply needs to be noticed. The gaze of the eternal transforms how you see everything temporary. Fear fades when you remember who stands beside you. The same God who guided the prophets and calmed the seas now sits near, patient and unwavering. He is not distant, he is here, holding you steady while the world keeps spinning. When distractions rise and your thoughts scatter, gently return your focus, not with force, but with softness. Lift your eyes above what worries you, and you'll find peace waiting right where it's always been. To keep your eyes on the Lord is not to deny life's storms, but to anchor yourself to the one who commands them. Prayer, Lord, fix my heart on you until peace becomes my posture. When my attention wanders toward fear, draw my gaze back to your presence. Teach me to see you in every breath, every silence, every unseen mercy of the day. Practice inhale, presence. Exhale, peace. As you breathe in, imagine his nearness filling the space around you, steady and bright like morning light. As you breathe out, release the noise that keeps you from noticing him. Feel your thoughts slow, your heartbeat steady, your spirit soften. Stay here, eyes lifted beyond the temporary. You are not alone, not unguarded, not forgotten. Keep your eyes on the Lord, and peace will keep its eyes on you. Hope that glows in the dark, Romans 15:13. Hope glows even in the dark. There are nights when hope feels small, a quiet ember in a room full of shadows. You might not feel strong enough to fan it into flame, but you don't need to. Hope is not something you create. It is something God breathes into you. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Even in the dark, hope glows, because it does not depend on circumstances. It is the steady light that burns from within, fed by faith in a God who never forgets his promises. You may feel weary, uncertain, or alone, yet still hope flickers. And in that flicker lies the evidence of his Spirit, quietly reminding you, this is not the end. When faith feels small, it's enough. God does not ask for the size of your confidence, only the direction of it. A whisper of belief can move mountains when it's anchored in him. Let tonight be less about seeing the light and more about trusting the one who made it. Hope doesn't erase pain, it transforms how you carry it. As you rest, remember this: God is not finished. The same power that raised the dawn will rise again in your story. The waiting may stretch long, but the outcome is already held in love. Hope is not pretending everything is fine. It is knowing that, in time, everything will be redeemed. Prayer. God of hope, fill me with joy and peace as I trust in you. When my heart feels dim, breathe your light into my spirit again. Let your presence be the glow that steadies me through the night. Practice. Breathe in hope. Breathe out heaviness. As you inhale, imagine warm light rising inside you, gentle, golden, alive. As you exhale, release every heavy thought that clouds your spirit. Let your breathing become a rhythm of renewal. Light in, burden out. Stay here, in this quiet glow of trust. Even in the dark, you are surrounded by the light of his promise, the kind of hope that never burns out, only burns deeper. Guarded in every step. Psalm 121, 7 through 8. The Lord guards both your going out and your coming in. There is a quiet comfort in knowing you are never beyond God's watch. Every path you walk, every hour you sleep, every breath you take, all of it unfolds beneath his faithful care. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. You are not unprotected. Even when the world feels uncertain, heaven remains steady. The same hand that shaped the mountains and stilled the seas surrounds you with unseen strength. You may not always notice His presence, but He has never looked away. The steps you take today and the dreams you hold for tomorrow are guarded by love far greater than fear. Life moves between motion and rest, going out into the noise, returning into stillness. But in both, the Lord remains your keeper. He walks beside you when you venture into the unknown and stands watch while you sleep. His protection is not a promise of a trouble-free life, but of an unshakable nearness. Nothing passes through His gaze unnoticed. Sometimes you will see His protection clearly, a closed door that saved you, a delay that became a blessing, a storm that never reached your home. Other times, His guarding hand will be invisible but no less real. Faith is the trust that even what you can't see is still being covered in mercy. So tonight, as you rest, release the illusion that you must stay alert to stay safe. The one who never sleeps is already awake for you. The one who never tires keeps watch through every hour. Prayer: Lord, keep me safe in your faithful care. When I step forward, walk beside me. When I pause, surround me. Let your protection be the peace that quiets my mind, and your presence be the shield that calms my soul. Practice inhale, guarded. Exhale, secure. As you breathe in, feel His strength encircle you, steady, gentle, unwavering. As you breathe out, let go of every anxious thought. Allow your breath to remind you that you are held in divine safety. Stay here, in this quiet knowing. You are seen. You are protected. You are safe, now and forevermore. Wings in the waiting Isaiah 40:31. Those who wait on the Lord gain new strength. The world teaches that motion is power, that rest means you're falling behind. But God's rhythm is different. His strength is found not in constant striving, but in still trust. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Rest is not idleness, it's renewal. To wait on God is not to waste time. It is to let heaven work in hidden ways. The eagle doesn't grow stronger by flapping harder. It rises higher by catching the wind. In the same way, your spirit doesn't renew itself by effort, but by surrender. When you pause and breathe in God's presence, His strength begins to refill what life has drained away. There are seasons when nothing seems to move, when answers delay and progress feels impossible. Yet beneath the surface, wings are growing. What looks like stillness is sacred preparation. God uses the quiet to stretch your faith, deepen your roots, and ready your heart for flight. Waiting is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's choosing to believe that divine timing is never late, and that what feels like delay is often disguised mercy. Every moment spent in His presence adds unseen strength to your soul. So tonight, stop striving to fix what only faith can heal. Let your heart rest without guilt. Renewal begins when you release control and allow grace to move where effort cannot. Prayer: Lord, renew my strength as I wait on you. When my energy fades and my spirit feels weary, teach me to find power in patience and courage in stillness. Let your presence restore what life has taken. Practice as you breathe in, feel energy returning. As you breathe out, let tension go. With every inhale, picture light flowing through you, calm, steady, alive. With every exhale, release the weight you've carried alone. Stay here, resting beneath His promise. You are not falling behind, you are being renewed. And soon, you will rise again, not by force, but by the wind of His Spirit lifting your wings. The peace found in patience. Psalm 37:7. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Stillness and patience are not easy in a world that glorifies urgency. we've been taught to measure life by movement, by progress, results, and visible signs of success. Yet Scripture invites us into a different rhythm. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Not to pause in defeat, but to rest in trust. Peace grows in patient soil. The heart that can wait without anxiety is the one that has learned who holds time itself. When you slow down, you make room for grace to work quietly beneath the surface. You may not see change immediately, but patience allows God to finish what hurried hearts would interrupt. Waiting is not the absence of action. It is the choice to let God lead the way. When you rush, you risk outrunning His plan. When you rest, you walk in rhythm with His wisdom. The ground of faith often feels still long before the seed of promise breaks through. But even in silence, growth is happening. There is beauty in surrendering to divine pace. God never hurries, yet He is never late. What He builds through patience lasts longer than what we build in haste. The peace you seek will not come from control. It will come from quiet confidence that everything unfolds exactly when it should. So tonight, release the need to force what's not ready. Let time breathe. Let God move. Stillness is not weakness. It's the posture of trust, prayer. Lord, teach me patience that trusts your pace. When I grow restless, remind me that your timing is perfect. Help me to find peace not in progress, but in your presence that never rushes, never falters, never fails. Practice breathe in still. Breathe out, wait. As you inhale, feel your body soften, shoulders lowering, mind quieting. As you exhale, release the urge to control or hurry. Let each breath remind you that peace doesn't live in movement, it lives in surrender. Stay here in this calm. The world may keep spinning, but your soul can rest. God is working, slowly, surely, beautifully, and all He asks is that you wait with Him. Peace in the midst of trouble. John 16:33. In this world there is trouble, but He has overcome it. Life does not spare us from pain. The road of faith still winds through valleys of loss, fear, and disappointment. Yet even in the midst of struggle, Jesus offers words that anchor the heart. In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. He does not promise the absence of storms. He promises His presence within them. Let peace not be the absence of struggle, but the presence of Christ. The peace He gives is not fragile or conditional. It does not depend on calm seas or perfect outcomes. It is the quiet assurance that even when waves rise, the one who commands them lives in you. You are not left to face the winds alone. The victor walks beside you, whispering, "Be still." Every trial you face is not proof of His absence, but evidence of His faithfulness. In the chaos, His hand steadies you. In the noise, His voice still speaks. Trouble is not the end of your story. It is the place where grace proves itself stronger than fear. The cross itself was once a symbol of defeat, until He turned it into a doorway of victory. Tonight, whatever weighs on your mind, remember this truth. You are living within a victory that has already been won. The fight you fear to face has already been finished at Calvary. The same power that conquered death is now the peace that breathes through your soul. You don't need to escape the world to rest. You only need to remember who overcame it. Prayer, Lord, remind me that victory is already yours. When my heart trembles before what I cannot control, let me find peace in knowing that you have already overcome. Teach me to rest, not because the battle is easy, but because it is finished in you. Practice inhale, overcome. Exhale, anxiety. As you breathe in, feel strength rise, quiet, grounded, sure. As you breathe out, release the weight of worry that never belonged to you. Let the rhythm of your breathing echo His victory, steady, complete, unbroken. Stay here. The world may bring trouble, but Christ has brought peace, and that peace is already yours. The song that never sleeps, Psalm 42:8. At night, His song is with me. Night has its own kind of silence, a quiet that can feel either comforting or heavy. When the world goes still, the mind often begins to wander. Worries rise like echoes, memories replay, and loneliness whispers its familiar tune. Yet even in that quiet, there is another sound, softer, deeper, divine. By day the Lord directs his love, at night his song is with me. Even when you cannot hear it, God hums over your life. His song is the rhythm of mercy, the melody of peace that weaves through every sigh. It does not need words to be understood. It speaks in warmth, in stillness, in the small moments that remind you you're not alone. The heart that listens closely will find that heaven never stops singing. Every note of that song carries a truth. You are loved, you are seen, you are safe. It is the same lullaby that calmed creation into order, the same harmony that wraps around weary souls and says, "Rest now, I am here." When sleep feels far away, let his music find you in the quiet corners of your heart. You may not recognize the melody at first, but peace often begins as a whisper before it becomes a song. Listen with your spirit, not your ears. The more you let go of noise, the louder his comfort becomes. Prayer, Lord, let your song be the rhythm of my rest. When I cannot find words for prayer, let your melody speak for me. Fill my silence with the sound of your peace, and let my soul remember that even in the night, you are near. Practice as you breathe. Imagine his music flowing through your heart. Inhale harmony, the slow, steady pulse of divine love. Exhale dissonance, the worries that break your peace. Let each breath become part of the song, a gentle rhythm, a quiet praise, a reminder that you are being serenaded by grace itself. Stay in this calm awareness. The world sleeps, but his melody does not. You are being sung to by the one who never slumbers, and his song, timeless, tender, and true, will carry you through the night. The quiet courage of faith. 2 Timothy 1:7. God did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. Fear is a voice that speaks loudly but tells half-truths. It exaggerates what could go wrong and silences what is still good. Yet God did not write fear into your design. It's an intruder, not your inheritance. What he placed within you is far stronger. Power that endures, love that heals, and a sound mind that remains steady when everything else trembles. Courage does not always roar. Sometimes it lives quietly in faith's heartbeat. The simple choice to trust again when fear says you can't. Every time you choose prayer over panic, you declare that the spirit within you is greater than the storm around you. The Holy Spirit does not just give strength, he is strength. His presence is the calm that steadies your thoughts, the love that outlasts anxiety, the truth that fear cannot undo. You don't have to fight fear by force. You overcome it by remembering who you belong to. You were not created for dread or despair, but for confidence in a God who holds tomorrow as surely as he holds you tonight. Fear loses its voice in the presence of perfect love, and love never leaves you alone. As you rest, picture yourself letting go of every anxious thought. Imagine fear fading like mist at sunrise, while peace settles deep into your chest. Let your body soften into divine safety, where nothing can separate you from the power of his care. Prayer, Lord, let your strength calm my fears. When anxiety rises like waves, be the voice that stills the sea within me. Fill me again with courage born of your spirit, strong, gentle, and unshakably sure. Practice. Inhale power, exhale fear. With each inhale, draw in the strength that comes from knowing you are loved by the Almighty. With each exhale, release the tension that tries to claim your peace. Feel your breath steady, your shoulders loosen, your heart quiet under his hand. Stay here in this still confidence. You are not weak, you are empowered, you are not lost, you are held. And tonight, fear has no home where faith chooses to rest. The light for each step, Psalm 119, verse 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. The darkness of uncertainty can make even the smallest decisions feel heavy. You want to see the whole road, to know where it ends and what lies beyond the bend. But faith doesn't work with full blueprints. It moves by light enough for one step at a time. God's word is that lamp, not a floodlight for miles ahead, but a steady flame that glows just far enough for you to keep walking. Even when the way ahead is dim, one step of faith is enough. God never asks you to understand the entire journey. He only asks you to trust His direction. The lamp of His word doesn't reveal everything. It reveals enough. Enough to walk, enough to rest, enough to keep believing that every step guided by Him is a step toward peace. There is comfort in the slowness of that light. The world moves fast, but God leads intentionally. When you walk by His word, you learn to listen rather than rush, to depend rather than demand. His guidance is not always loud. Sometimes it's a whisper that meets you in stillness. A verse remembered, a truth rediscovered, a promise you almost forgot. Let tonight be a quiet walk with Him. You don't have to know what tomorrow holds. You don't have to see the entire path to trust the one holding the lamp. The same light that guided Moses through the wilderness, Ruth through uncertainty, and David through shadow is shining for you right now. Steady, faithful, unbroken. Prayer, Lord, guide me by your word tonight. When my path feels hidden and my heart grows anxious, let your truth be the light that leads me forward. Teach me to walk not by sight, but by the glow of your promise. Practice as you breathe. Imagine light spreading before you. Inhale the glow of divine wisdom. Exhale the shadows of fear. Picture the ground ahead slowly brightening, not all at once, but enough to take the next gentle step. Stay in that calm rhythm. The night may still be dark, but you are not walking alone. The word goes before you, and with every breath, the path becomes brighter. Never alone, always held. Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord Himself goes before you and will never leave you. There is deep comfort in knowing that you never walk into anything first. God does. Before you arrive at tomorrow's worry, He's already there. Before you face the next challenge, His grace has already paved a path through it. The Lord Himself goes before you. He will be with you. He will never leave you, nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. You are surrounded by grace, guarded by presence, and guided by love. There is no moment, no place, no circumstance where His eyes do not follow and His hand does not hold. Even when you feel alone, you are actually walking through a world that has already been touched by His preparation. He is the quiet strength behind every sunrise, the unseen hand keeping your steps steady when you falter. When life feels uncertain, remember, God is not only beside you, He is ahead of you. He goes before you into conversations that make you anxious, into decisions you have yet to make, into futures you cannot yet imagine. And when you look back, you'll realize He was behind you too, covering what could have broken you, redeeming what could have been lost. You are never walking into emptiness. You are walking into divine arrangement. Tonight, rest in that truth. Let your shoulders release the tension of carrying what was never yours to bear. The one who promised to never leave has never once changed His mind. You are fully held by the same hands that formed the stars, by the same love that conquered death. Prayer, Father, remind me that I am never alone. When fear tells me I'm forgotten, whisper your nearness to my heart. Go before me into the places I cannot see, and let your peace follow behind me wherever I go. Practice inhale, never alone. Exhale, fully held. As you breathe in, feel His closeness surrounding you like gentle light. As you breathe out, release the illusion of isolation. With each breath, let His presence become the air that steadies you. Stay here, quiet and secure. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not unseen. You are held, fully, faithfully, forever. The promise of morning joy, Psalm 35. Weeping may last for the night, but joy comes with the morning. There are nights when sorrow feels endless, when tears fall not just from your eyes but from your soul. You wonder if the morning will ever come, or if the ache has settled too deep to heal. Yet the word reminds you that darkness is never the end. It is the backdrop against which the first light shines brightest. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Pain has its season, but it does not have the final say. God is not absent from the night. He is working within it, quietly, redemptively, tenderly. The same hands that hold your grief are already preparing the dawn. Every tear you cry becomes a seed of new life waiting to bloom under His care. Joy does not always arrive suddenly. Sometimes it rises slowly, like sunlight creeping across the horizon. But it always comes. The mourning heart is not left empty. It is remade. Where sorrow once lived, gratitude will one day grow. This is the pattern of grace. Darkness yields to dawn, despair gives way to hope, and brokenness becomes beauty in time. So tonight, if your heart is heavy, let it rest in this truth. The God who allows the night also commands the morning. You do not have to rush your healing. You only have to trust that it's on its way. Joy is not gone. It's waiting to return with the next light. Prayer, Lord, hold me until morning joy returns. In the middle of my pain, remind me that you are still writing redemption into my story. Let my tears water the soil of new beginnings and teach my heart to wait for dawn. Practice. Inhale, hope. Exhale, grief. With each inhale, picture light entering your chest, soft and golden, warming the cold places within. With each exhale, release the sorrow you've carried too long. Let every breath remind you that even in darkness, you are breathing toward morning. Stay here. The night may linger, but the dawn is already on its way. And when it comes, joy, quiet, radiant, eternal, will rise with it. Never forsaken, always near. Hebrews 13:5. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Loneliness can echo louder than any noise. Sometimes it's not about being alone, but feeling unseen, as if your prayers vanish into the air and your heart's voice fades unheard. Yet into that quiet ache, God speaks the most enduring promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. His nearness does not depend on how strong your faith feels. It depends on His love, which does not change. Every breath is accompanied by divine company. Even when you cannot sense Him, He is closer than thought, nearer than heartbeat. The same Spirit that hovered over creation now hovers over your life, gently shaping what feels formless into something filled with purpose. His silence is not absence. It is often the calm presence of one who does not need to shout to be near. Even silence hums with His presence. Listen closely. It's in the rhythm of your breathing, the stillness between thoughts, the warmth that rises when fear fades. God does not leave when the room empties or when your strength runs thin. He stays, not as a distant observer, but as a faithful friend, an unseen companion who sits quietly beside you through every long night. There will be moments when His voice feels faint, when all you can do is whisper, "Are you still here?" And the answer, always, is yes. You are never walking through a room, a season, or a sorrow without Him. So tonight, let the truth of His presence wash over you. You don't need to reach for Him. He has already reached for you. You are safe, surrounded, and seen. Prayer, Lord, thank you for staying near when I feel forgotten. When silence feels heavy, remind me that it hums with your presence. Let my heart find rest in the truth that I am never abandoned, never unseen, never unloved. Practice breathe in, you are here. Breathe out, I am safe. As you inhale, feel His nearness expanding within you. Calm, steady, real. As you exhale, release the fear that you could ever be alone. Stay in this awareness. You are not lost in the silence. You are held by the God who never leaves and never lets go. The sky that speaks of love. Psalm 19, 1-2. The heavens declare his glory. Look up. Before words existed, creation was already speaking. The stars were telling a story that your heart still understands, a story of wonder, of beauty, of a God who both commands galaxies and cares for a single soul. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. Every star above you sings of care beyond comprehension. The same light that burns millions of miles away was kindled by his hand, and yet the same hand that shaped constellations reaches now to steady your heart. You are not forgotten beneath this sky. You are part of its purpose. The universe was never meant to make you feel small, but safe, because the one vast enough to form it all still knows your name. When you gaze upward, let awe replace anxiety. The heavens are not silent, they hum with faithfulness. Every star, every glimmer of light against the dark, whispers the same truth. If God sustains this endless sky without falter, how much more will he sustain you? The night sky is a cathedral without walls, its ceiling painted with reminders that he is both infinite and intimate. The same God who stretched out the cosmos also draws close when you pray. His love is as boundless as the stars, but as near as your next breath. So tonight, let yourself rest beneath that glory. Let wonder quiet the noise. Let awe become peace. You are small, yes, but you are held by something immeasurable. Prayer Creator, let me rest under your vast love. As the heavens declare your glory, let my heart echo their peace. Remind me that I am not adrift in a cold universe, but cherished within the hands that made the stars. Practice. As you breathe, imagine stars glowing above you in peace. Inhale the stillness of the night sky, vast, bright, eternal. Exhale the worries that weigh you down, letting them dissolve into the open air. Stay here a while. The heavens are still speaking, and their message is simple. You are loved by the one who lights the stars, and he is near. The love that nothing can break. Romans 8:38-39. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. There are moments when love feels fragile, when loss, guilt, or silence convinces you that even God must be far away. Yet Scripture speaks with unwavering certainty. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Not distance, not darkness, not doubt, nothing. His love is not a feeling that fades. It is a force that endures. It does not depend on your worthiness, your effort, or your understanding. It is not shaken by your failures, nor diminished by your fears. His love is steady as the sunrise, eternal as the heavens, and personal as your next breath. You may wander, but his love follows. You may fall, but his love catches. You may question, but his love remains, quiet, constant, and whole. The cross did not just display his affection, it sealed it forever. What was once broken in humanity was mended in that moment, and nothing can undo what grace has already written. When fear rises and whispers, "You've gone too far," let this truth be your answer. Love never lost your trail. When shame tells you you're unworthy, remember that love already chose you, knowing every flaw. This is not love that visits, it's love that dwells. Tonight, rest in that unbreakable truth. Let his love be the air that fills your lungs, the calm that silences every anxious thought. You are not on probation with heaven, you are home in it. Prayer, Lord, let your love quiet my fears tonight. When my mind spins with worry, remind me that nothing stands between us. Let your perfect love cast out every shadow that tries to dim my peace. Practice. Inhale unshakable love. Exhale all fear. As you breathe in, feel His love wrap around you like warmth. As you breathe out, let fear lose its grip, dissolving into stillness. Stay here. You are fully known, fully forgiven, and fully loved, now, always, and beyond forever. Gratitude in the Night Psalm 63, 3-4. Because your love is better than life, my lips will praise you. When the night feels long and quiet, it's easy to let longing fill the silence. Longing for clarity, for peace, for something or someone that feels just out of reach. But even there, in the still dark, a deeper truth hums beneath the ache. Because your love is better than life, my lips will praise you. I will bless you as long as I live. In your name I will lift up my hands. God's love is not just a comfort, it's a reason to sing. Gratitude turns even the night into worship. You don't have to wait for dawn to lift your heart. The moment you begin to thank Him, light begins to rise from within. Gratitude doesn't erase the longing, it transforms it. It teaches your soul to trade what's missing for what's present, to see that love already fills the space that once felt empty. When you remember His goodness, the breath in your lungs, the safety of this very moment, the grace that carried you here, the heart begins to shift. Praise is not a performance, it's a posture. It's what happens when you realize that being loved by God is enough to make even the quiet holy. As you rest, let thankfulness become your lullaby. Whisper it softly. Thank you for the day, for the lessons I didn't expect, for the strength I didn't know I had, for the love that never leaves. Each word of gratitude pulls you closer to peace. Each breath of thanks turns the night into a cathedral of calm. Prayer, Lord, let my rest be a form of praise. Even in stillness, teach me to worship you. When my thoughts wander, let gratitude bring them home. Let your love fill the space where longing lived, and let my heart rest in quiet thanksgiving. Practice. Breathe in, thank you. Breathe out, amen. As you inhale, draw in awareness of His love, full, gentle, complete. As you exhale, release the day into His hands, sealing it with trust. Let each breath become a prayer of praise, unspoken yet heard. Stay in that gratitude. The night is no longer empty, it's filled with worship, and with love better than life itself. Every gift from above. James 1:17. Every good and perfect gift is from above. Life rushes fast, and blessings often hide inside the ordinary. The world teaches us to look for miracles in the spectacular, but God's goodness is most often found in the quiet, in tonight's calm breath, in tomorrow's sunrise waiting patiently beyond the dark. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. Every good thing you have known has passed through His steady hands. The warmth that fills your room, the peace that finds you after a long day, the people who love you. All are gifts of grace, reminders that God is still giving, still sustaining, still near. Gratitude begins when you slow down enough to see the small things that heaven has been whispering into your life all along. His gifts are not random, they are purposeful. Even the simplest moments, a laugh shared, a tear comforted, a night of quiet rest, are threads of divine care. The same God who gives stars their glow gives you the strength to wake, the breath to pray, the peace to sleep. And unlike the world's fleeting promises, His goodness does not fade. It is constant, anchored in a love that never shifts with the shadows. As you rest tonight, think of the blessings you almost overlooked. The storm that passed, the friend who listened, the inner calm that arrived when you least expected it. These are not coincidences. They are gifts, wrapped not in grandeur, but in grace. Prayer, Lord, thank you for every quiet blessing, for the ones I see and the countless ones I don't. Thank you for peace that meets me in small moments, for the sunrise that always comes, and for love that never stops giving. Practice inhale, gift. Exhale, gratitude. As you breathe in, imagine receiving, not possessions, but presence. With each exhale, let your heart respond in quiet thankfulness. Feel your body soften as you rest in the awareness that everything good comes from Him. Stay here, surrounded by His generosity. You lack nothing that love has not already provided. Every good gift, every peaceful breath, all from above, all for you. The rest. The trust builds. Psalm 4:8. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone make me dwell in safety. There is something sacred about sleep. It is trust made visible. To close your eyes in a world that never stops moving is to admit that you are not in control, and that is exactly where peace begins. In peace I will lie down and sleep, the psalmist says, not because the world is perfect, but because the Lord alone makes rest possible. True rest is not found in exhaustion finally winning, but in surrender. When you choose to rest, you declare that God can handle what you cannot. Every worry you lay down becomes an offering of trust. Every deep breath whispers faith in His watchful care. While you sleep, heaven does not. The same God who guarded Israel through wilderness and storm now guards your night. Safety in His love does not mean you will never face trouble. It means you will never face it alone. You dwell in the protection of one who neither slumbers nor fails. Even when shadows fall and uncertainty lingers, His presence is your refuge, constant, unseen, but always near. Let tonight be a quiet act of worship. As you lay down, imagine every burden leaving your body, every anxious thought dissolving into His peace. You are not surrendering to sleep alone. You are resting in divine arms that have never dropped what they hold. Sleep is not weakness. It is faith breathing softly. It is the soul's way of saying, I trust you, Lord, even now. Prayer. Lord, let me rest in the safety of your love. As I close my eyes, keep my heart steady in your peace. Guard me through the night, and remind me that my safety lies not in walls or locks, but in you alone. Practice. As you breathe, whisper, safe. Exhale, secure. With each inhale, feel calm expand through your chest. With each exhale, release fear and tension into His care. Let the rhythm of your breathing become a lullaby of trust, slow, gentle, surrendered. Stay in that peace. You are watched over, protected, and loved. Sleep now, for God is awake. Resting in love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. Do everything in love. Love is not confined to grand gestures or spoken promises. It is woven through the smallest moments, even through rest. Do everything in love. That includes the quiet decision to pause, to breathe, to care for the body and soul God has entrusted to you. Love begins not with striving, but with gentleness, the kind that says, I will stop long enough to remember I am human and I am loved. Even your rest can be an act of love, for God, for yourself, for tomorrow. When you choose to rest, you honor the Creator who designed rhythm into life itself. Day and night, work and stillness, giving and receiving. Love lives in balance. It's not selfish to stop. It's sacred. The heart that never rests forgets how to feel, but the one that pauses learns again to love, not hurriedly, but wholly. Love for God means trusting His command to rest. Love for yourself means releasing the burden of constant productivity. Love for tomorrow means refilling your spirit tonight so that what you give next will come from abundance, not emptiness. Every breath of rest is a seed of love that will bloom into patience, kindness, and strength when dawn arrives. Let this night be your offering of love. As you close your eyes, imagine every breath wrapping around you like compassion. No judgment, no pressure, only peace. God delights when you rest in Him. He calls that trust, love, prayer, Lord. Teach me to rest kindly and love deeply. Let my stillness honor you as much as my work does. When I struggle to stop, Remind me that rest is not retreat, it's relationship. Help me awaken tomorrow renewed in love's quiet strength. Practice inhale, love. Exhale, tension. As you breathe in, feel warmth spread through your chest, love flowing in, soft and steady. As you breathe out, release the tightness you've carried all day. Let love replace pressure. Let calm replace noise. Stay in this awareness. You are not just resting, you are loving. And in this love, you are renewed, restored, and ready to begin again with grace. The mercy that never ends. Psalm 105. His mercy endures forever. There is no night so long that it can outlast mercy. The day may have carried its share of stumbles, words you wish you hadn't said, moments that felt heavy, things left undone. But as evening folds the world into quiet, a gentle truth remains. The Lord is good. His mercy is everlasting, and His truth endures to all generations. Let His kindness be the last thought before you sleep. The world may measure your day by success or failure, but heaven measures it by grace. God's mercy does not keep score. It keeps you. It gathers the pieces of your weary spirit, not to judge, but to renew. His compassion is not limited to daylight hours. It watches through the dark, steady as breath, tender as morning light waiting to return. Mercy renews every morning because you need it every day. It meets you where strength fades, where regret whispers, where you long to begin again. Mercy does not erase the past, it redeems it. What you release tonight in trust, He restores in love. You are not defined by what broke you, but by the mercy that chose you. So before sleep comes, let gratitude soften the edges of your mind. Remember not what went wrong, but who stayed right beside you through it all. God's mercy is not a feeling that fades. It is the unchanging character of a Father who refuses to let go. Prayer, Lord, let your mercy wrap around me tonight. Where I have failed, forgive me. Where I have feared, comfort me. Let your kindness wash over every memory of the day, and let me fall asleep knowing I am still loved, still safe, still yours. Practice breathe in mercy, breathe out memory. With every inhale, feel mercy filling your lungs, cool, cleansing, eternal. With every exhale, release the weight of the day, its burdens, its noise, its unfinished stories. Let His compassion become the air that steadies you. Stay here a while. You are held in the mercy that never runs out, never fades, never fails. And when morning comes, it will be waiting again, new, gentle, and forever. The stillness of abiding, John 15:9. As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. There is a difference between moving for God and resting in God. So much of life pulls us into striving, to do more, prove more, be more. But love does not demand constant motion. It invites connection. Abide in my love, Jesus says. Not chase it, not earn it. Simply remain. Peace grows from staying, not striving. When you abide, you stop running from grace and begin to dwell within it. You discover that love is not a destination, but a home. The world shouts, do more. But heaven whispers, be still, you are already loved. To abide is to settle your heart where His presence lives. It's the quiet awareness that you don't need to fight for God's attention. You already have it. You don't have to carry the weight of tomorrow when His love is enough for today. The vine does not strain to bear fruit. It simply stays connected. In the same way your life blossoms when rooted in His peace. Tonight, let your rest become worship. Let your stillness become prayer. Let your breath itself become a rhythm of abiding, not doing, not achieving, but being in the one who never leaves. When you abide, you are never behind. You are exactly where love holds you. Prayer. Jesus, teach me to abide, not chase. Help me rest in your love without trying to earn it. Let my heart stay near to yours, trusting that your presence is enough to sustain me, restore me, and renew me. Practice. Inhale, abide. Exhale, strive. As you breathe in, feel His presence fill every corner of your being. As you breathe out, release the need to perform or control. With each breath, let striving loosen its grip until only peace remains. Stay in this quiet communion. You don't have to chase what's already holding you. Abide and let love do the work. The goodness that awaits. Psalm 27:13-14. I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. Hope is patient. It doesn't rush what God is still shaping. The psalmist does not speak of distant eternity, but of the land of the living. That means goodness is not only waiting in heaven, it is also on its way to you, here and now. Sometimes slowly, sometimes silently, but always surely. Faith teaches us to trust what we cannot yet see. The delay is not denial, it is preparation. God does not forget those who wait, He refines them. What you long for is not lost, it's being woven into timing wiser than yours. Hope does not demand to understand, it simply believes that His goodness will arrive when your heart and His plan align. Waiting is not weakness, it is the soil where faith grows deep roots. When you learn to wait with faith instead of fear, the silence becomes sacred, a place where trust is formed and peace replaces panic. The goodness you seek is already on its way, though unseen. You are not standing still, you are standing in grace. Let your heart rest in this assurance tonight. Every moment of waiting is watched over, every prayer heard, every tear noted. And when the time is right, the goodness of the Lord will not pass you by. It will find you whole and ready. Prayer. Lord, help me wait with faith, not fear. When my heart grows restless, remind me that your timing is mercy, not distance. Let me see your goodness not only when prayers are answered, but even in the waiting itself. Practice. Breathe in, hope. Breathe out, hurry. As you inhale, imagine patience filling your lungs, steady, calm, certain. As you exhale, release the urge to control, to rush, to force. Let time slow until only trust remains. Stay here, in sacred stillness. The good you seek is already coming, and when it arrives, you will recognize it, because peace will have prepared your heart to receive it. Beyond what you can imagine. Ephesians 3:20. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. There is no ceiling to the goodness of God. While your prayers may have edges, His answers do not. What you see as limitation, He sees as foundation. What you think is the end, He calls the beginning. He is able to do immeasurably more, not slightly more, not almost enough, but beyond the reach of your imagination. Faith often starts small, a quiet whisper in the dark, a hesitant hope that maybe things could change. But even as you whisper, heaven is already working in dimensions far greater than your request. The God who shaped galaxies is not intimidated by the details of your life. The dreams you carry are seeds, but His power is the soil that makes them grow in ways you could never plan. Let go of small prayers, not because they are unworthy, but because God is already thinking bigger. He is weaving redemption into your disappointments, miracles into your waiting, and purpose into the very places you've felt forgotten. You do not have to understand how, you only have to trust who. When you limit what you expect, you shrink what your heart can receive. But when you open your faith to His endless capacity, you begin to rest, not in outcomes, but in the character of a God who never runs out of goodness. Tonight, dare to believe that you are standing beneath an open heaven, that the prayers you once thought too small or too late are still echoing in the ear of a limitless God. His answers may not look like what you asked for, but they will always carry more grace than you imagined. Prayer. Lord, expand my faith beyond my sight. Free me from small expectations and teach me to trust that your power exceeds every boundary I've built. Let my prayers be bold, not because I am worthy, but because you are able. Practice. Inhale, limitless. Exhale, doubt. As you breathe in, picture infinite light filling your chest, steady, strong, and boundless. As you breathe out, release the thoughts that say, too late, too small, or too hard. Rest now in this truth. You are loved by a limitless God, and He is not done yet. The sacredness of today. Psalm 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Every sunrise is a reminder that you've been given another page in the story God is writing. This very day, with all its imperfections, interruptions, and quiet graces, is not random. It is chosen, shaped, and filled with opportunities to see His goodness in the small corners of life. This is the day the Lord has made, not some future moment when everything feels right, but this one, simple, imperfect, and sacred. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into holy ground. When you pause to give thanks, you shift the focus from what's missing to what's already here. Breath, warmth, stillness, the gift of being alive beneath God's sky. The miracle is not waiting for tomorrow. It is hidden in the gentle rhythm of now. Rejoicing doesn't always mean loud laughter or celebration. Sometimes it's a soft smile, a sigh of peace, a whispered thank you as you rest. Even rest is holy. When you stop striving and simply breathe, you're honoring the God who designed rest as part of creation itself. The same Lord who made the day also made night. Both are sacred, both hold purpose. To rejoice tonight means to be present, to recognize that joy isn't found in having more, but in noticing more. If today felt small, remember that small days often carry the quietest miracles. Perhaps your greatest act of faith tonight is to thank Him, not because everything is perfect, but because His presence made it possible to endure, to grow, to keep going. Let your heart settle in gentle gratitude. God is still in this day. His fingerprints are all over it, in the air you breathe, in the peace that slowly returns as you let go of what's unfinished. Prayer, Lord, thank you for this simple, sacred day. Help me see your beauty in the ordinary, your grace in the stillness, and your love in every breath. Let joy, even small and quiet, be enough tonight. Practice. Inhale joy, exhale, thank you. With each breath in, draw joy into your chest like morning light. With each breath out, release gratitude into the night. Stay here in contentment. This day was His gift, and that is reason enough to rejoice. Tomorrow's mercy, Lamentations 3:22-23. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Even as night settles, grace is already preparing for dawn. You may end this day with questions unanswered or burdens you couldn't fix, but none of that can outlast His mercy. No failure is final in the hands of a faithful God. His mercies are new every morning, not recycled, not repeated, new, fresh, and perfectly fitted for what tomorrow brings. You are not meant to carry today into tomorrow. God's rhythm is mercy by morning, rest by night. What feels unfinished tonight is not forgotten. It's simply being handed over to His renewing love. Each sunrise is a quiet promise. I'm not done with you. I will meet you again with grace. The night is not an ending. It's the space where mercy gathers strength for a new beginning. No failure outlasts His faithfulness, even in your lowest moments, the ones you'd rather forget. His compassion has already paved the way for redemption. The heart of God does not grow tired of forgiving, healing, or restoring. He doesn't measure your worth by your success, but by His love, which has no expiration. So, as you rest, let go of the day's heaviness. You don't need to rehearse regrets or rewrite outcomes. The God who renews creation with every dawn will renew your soul too. Let sleep become your surrender, the quiet faith that tomorrow will arrive dressed in grace, carrying new mercies perfectly timed for you. Prayer, Lord, let tomorrow's mercy meet me as I sleep. Where I have failed, forgive me. Where I have feared, calm me. Wrap me in the truth that your faithfulness does not fade with the sunset. Prepare my heart to wake into grace renewed. Practice, inhale, mercy new. Exhale, worry old. As you breathe in, imagine a wave of clean, gentle light filling your lungs, the breath of a new beginning. As you breathe out, release the weight of the day, every anxious replay, every what if. Stay in that rhythm until rest comes naturally. Tomorrow is already written in mercy, and mercy never ends. Help is closer than you think. Psalm 121:2. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. There are nights when even prayer feels quiet, when the weight you carry seems heavier than hope itself. Yet this verse rises like dawn through the dark. My help comes from the Lord, not from chance, not from strength, not from anything that fades, but from the maker of heaven and earth. The same hands that formed galaxies are the ones holding you now. Help isn't far away. It's already surrounding you. Sometimes it doesn't arrive as rescue, but as reassurance. A calm thought when your heart trembles. A breath that comes easier than the last. A reminder that though your knees feel weak, grace still stands beside you. The help of God doesn't always change the situation instantly. Often, it changes you in the midst of it. You are never truly helpless when heaven is near. Every sigh, every silent tear, every unspoken need is seen. God's help moves quietly but powerfully, like wind through trees, unseen but undeniable. When you can't lift your eyes high enough to see the mountains, His presence bends low to meet you where you are. He is not the kind of helper who watches from a distance. He is the God who steps into storms, walks into prisons, and sits beside the weary. The maker of heaven and earth is not too great to care for what feels small. The same voice that commanded light to shine now whispers peace over your mind. So tonight, stop searching for help somewhere else. Let your heart remember that the source has never left. You don't have to be strong enough. You only have to be still enough to receive. Prayer. Lord, remind me that help is closer than fear. When I forget your nearness, draw me back to the truth that you are my constant help, my steady hand, my unfailing refuge. Let your strength carry what my soul cannot. Practice breathe in help. Breathe out helplessness. As you inhale, picture divine strength filling your lungs, calm, steady, certain. As you exhale, release the lie that you are alone or unsupported. Stay here. The maker of heaven and earth has not left your side, and His help never fails. The voice that leads you home. John 10:27-28. My sheep hear my voice. I know them, and they follow me. I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish. No one will snatch them out of my hand. There are many voices in the world, loud, demanding, persuasive, each pulling you in a different direction. Some promise peace, but leave you restless. Others sound urgent, yet hollow. But amid all the noise, there is one voice that never confuses, never condemns, and never misleads, the voice of your shepherd. My sheep hear my voice, Jesus said. Not because they're perfect listeners, but because they're known. His voice carries recognition, the sound of love calling your name through the chaos. Even in confusion, His tone cuts through the noise like light through fog. It doesn't shout, it steadies, it doesn't rush, it reassures. The closer your heart leans into stillness, the clearer it becomes. To follow Christ is not about certainty in every step, but about trust in the one who leads. Sheep do not know the map, they know the shepherd. That's all that's required. You don't need to see the whole path to move forward. You only need to stay close enough to hear him. His guidance is gentle, but it never fails. There's comfort in this. You are fully known, not just your strengths, but your fears, your flaws, your wandering thoughts, all seen, all embraced. The shepherd doesn't abandon the lost. He goes after them until they're home again. You are safe in his voice, secure in his hand, and no power in heaven or on earth can pull you away from that grip of love. So tonight, quiet the noise within and around you. You don't have to strain to hear him. Just rest and let his presence find you. His voice will always lead you toward peace. Prayer. Lord, let me hear your voice above all others. When the world grows loud, tune my heart to your calm. When I am unsure, let your whisper become my direction. Practice. Inhale, listen. Exhale, noise. With each breath in, imagine quiet clarity entering your spirit. With each exhale, release distraction, confusion, and fear. Stay here in the shepherd's presence. You are known, loved, and led, always. The love that silences fear. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. Fear thrives in absence, the absence of certainty, control, or peace. It whispers in the dark, feeding on what might go wrong. But love, perfect and complete, does not argue with fear. It replaces it. Perfect love casts out fear, not by force, but by fullness. When love reigns, there is simply no room left for fear to dwell. This is not a fragile love, nor a sentimental one. It is divine, the kind that holds you when you fall, forgives before you ask, and stays when everything else fades. It is love that does not wait for you to be unafraid. It arrives to make you brave. The presence of God's love is not the absence of storms, but the stillness that lives within them. Fear loses its voice when you remember whose you are. The love of Christ is not a feeling to chase, it is a reality to rest in. It does not depend on your strength, your goodness, or your mood. It simply is, eternal, steady, unconditional. Even in the moments when you doubt yourself most, his love remains unshaken, covering every crack with compassion. Let this truth be your lullaby tonight. You are completely known, yet completely loved. You are surrounded, yet set free. Every anxious thought has a counterpoint in grace, and every dark corner is met with light. Love does not need to shout. It simply fills the silence until fear cannot breathe. So, as you rest, imagine that love wrapping around you like warmth, quiet, constant, enough. Let it speak louder than your worries, softer than your doubts. You don't need to resist fear tonight. You only need to receive love. Prayer. Lord, let your perfect love silence my fears. Replace every anxious thought with the comfort of your presence. Teach me to rest not in control, but in your care. Let love be the last thing I feel before I sleep, and the first thing I remember when I wake. Practice, breathe in love, breathe out fear. As you inhale, picture divine warmth filling your chest, calm and luminous. As you exhale, let fear dissolve, leaving peace in its place. Stay here. Love is your shelter, and fear has no home here anymore. Learning in the waiting Psalm 25, 4-5. Show me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. On you I wait all the day long. Uncertainty has a way of making the heart restless. We want answers now, directions clear, and outcomes certain. Yet the psalmist prays not for speed, but for guidance. Show me your ways, teach me your paths. Because even in waiting, God is not silent, He is teaching. The pauses in your life are not empty, they are classrooms. Every delay is a lesson wrapped in disguise. You may not see it yet, but wisdom is being formed quietly beneath the surface. Guidance in God's world is rarely a sudden flash of light. It's more often a soft glow that grows with each step of trust. When you walk slowly with Him, You begin to notice the details you'd miss if you rushed. His protection, his timing, his gentle course corrections. Even in uncertainty, guidance is promised. God doesn't simply point the way, He is the way. His leading is not limited by your confusion. He knows the road, even when fog covers your sight. Your job is not to predict the destination, but to stay teachable in the journey. Let waiting become learning. Let patience become worship. When you surrender the need to know when and how, peace begins to replace panic. Waiting then becomes sacred space, a meeting point between your surrender and His sovereignty. The same God who guided Abraham under starlight and Moses through wilderness is guiding you, step by step, breath by breath. Prayer, Lord, teach me through the pauses. When answers feel far away, remind me that silence is not absence. Show me how to learn in the waiting, to trust your timing more than my understanding, and to follow the path you trace in wisdom and love. Practice. Inhale, teach me. Exhale, I trust. As you breathe in, imagine wisdom entering your spirit like light, calm, clear, steady. As you breathe out, release the tension of needing control. Let trust take its rightful place where worry once lived. Stay here. The teacher is near, and every pause has purpose. When the soul thirsts for God. Psalm 63:1. O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh faints for you, as in a dry and weary land where there is no water. There are seasons when the spirit feels dry, when prayer feels like silence, when scripture feels distant, when even faith feels tired. In those moments, it's easy to mistake thirst for failure. But thirst is not a sign of absence. It's a sign of life. Only living souls can hunger for God. Only hearts that still beat for Him can feel the ache of longing. My soul thirsts for you in a dry land. The psalmist does not hide the dryness. He names it, and in naming it, turns it into worship. True faith is not pretending to be full. It's bringing your emptiness to the only well that never runs dry. God doesn't despise your longing. He welcomes it. Longing is how He leads you closer. Spiritual dryness is not punishment, it's invitation. It's the soul's way of saying, I need more than this world can give. In that thirst, your priorities shift. You remember that success can't quench it, comfort can't satisfy it, and distraction only deepens it. The soul's thirst points you back to the source, the one whose presence turns wilderness into sanctuary. Tonight, don't run from your longing. Sit with it, let it speak. Underneath it, you'll find a holy hunger, a yearning for peace, purpose, and nearness. Let that desire lead you to prayer, to stillness, to surrender. For every dry place is just one answered cry away from living water. Prayer, Lord, satisfy my soul with your presence. In every dry place, pour your living water again. Turn my longing into worship, and my thirst into communion with you. Remind me that what I need most is not relief, but you. Practice. Inhale presence, exhale emptiness. As you breathe in, picture cool water filling every corner of your heart. Steady, refreshing, alive. As you exhale, release exhaustion, distraction, and self-reliance. Stay here a while. The desert of your heart is not a dead place. It is holy ground where God meets the thirsty. And tonight, He is near, where tears end and peace begins. Revelation 21:4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. Every tear you've cried has been counted, and none have been wasted. Grief may feel endless, but it lives under a greater promise, one that whispers of a day when sorrow will be no more. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. The tenderness of that image is divine. God Himself, not sending comfort from afar, but drawing near enough to touch the places that ache. Pain ends where his promise begins. You were never meant to carry heartbreak forever. In God's time, mourning will give way to music, and loss will be redeemed into light. Even now, his comfort is not delayed. It's present. The one who promises to dry every tear in eternity is already near enough to catch them tonight. Let this truth cradle you into peace. This world is not the final word. The tears you cry now are not wasted. They are watered into the soil of future joy. What you grieve today, heaven will one day restore. Every broken relationship, every season of loss, every unanswered prayer will one day make sense in the radiance of his renewal. But even before that day comes, he offers glimpses of restoration, a moment of calm after the storm, a warmth that returns to your chest when you thought your heart was too tired to feel again. These are early echoes of eternity, small foretastes of the forever peace that waits for you. So as you rest, remember, sorrow has an expiration date. Peace does not. You will not cry forever. Love will have the last word. Prayer, Lord, remind me that sorrow is not forever. When tears fall, let me feel your nearness more than my pain. Hold me until peace returns, and teach me to trust that every loss will one day be rewritten in joy. Practice breathe in forever peace, breathe out temporary pain. As you inhale, picture eternity's calm settling over your heart. As you exhale, release grief into his hands, where it can finally rest. Stay here, wrapped in promise. The night may be long, but morning, his morning, is already on its way. Beneath his wings, Psalm 91:4. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. There is no safer place than the shelter of his presence. The psalmist paints a picture of peace, not in the absence of danger, but in the nearness of protection. He will cover you with his feathers. It is the image of a mother bird gathering her young beneath her wings, shielding them from storm and predator alike. The storm may rage, but the little ones do not fear. They are hidden in warmth, surrounded by strength. That is the kind of safety God offers you tonight. His wings are not fragile, they are eternal. His faithfulness is not momentary, it is your shield. The same God who commands the universe bends low enough to cover you in the softness of his care. The world outside may be unpredictable, but within his shadow, nothing can reach you without passing through his love first. Rest now in that truth. You are safe, seen, and surrounded. The shadows that fall across your life do not mean he has left. They are the very places where his wings stretch widest. You do not have to hold yourself together tonight. His arms are already holding you. You are not forgotten in the dark. You are protected by the one who never sleeps. In this refuge, peace is not earned, it is received. God's protection is not a promise of no storms, but of no separation. Whatever tomorrow brings, it will find you covered in the same love that guards you now. So as you close your eyes, imagine those wings, vast, radiant, and gentle, drawing near to you. Feel the hush of divine safety settle over your heart. You are hidden, not from life, but in life itself. Prayer, Lord, let me sleep beneath your wings tonight. Shelter me in your faithfulness and quiet my fears beneath the shadow of your love. Remind me that no darkness can outlast your protection. Practice. Inhale, covered. Exhale, safe. As you breathe in, feel peace wrapping around you like soft wings. As you exhale, release tension and trust his care completely. Stay in that stillness. You are covered, you are safe, and beneath his wings, you are home.